Well,
thank you. I'm sorry. I have some memories associated to no recording.
No recording.
Yeah.
They're not great?
No, they're fine. It just hit me. It's been a year since I've had to hear that before recording a 2-hour podcast talking about anime I'm not too interested in.
Fair enough.
All right. Hello, everyone tuning in. Thank you for joining, and I apologize for the scheduling being thrown off. That is on me. I went to see fireworks, and it took much longer than it did. So, whoops.
To be fair, this is our first time scheduling Radio Harmony, so...
Yeah, this is really just, oh, hey, let's do it today, because I close early.
Yeah, so if we end up doing this again, hopefully we'll schedule better, and hopefully we'll do better. But, you know, this is our first time doing this, so hopefully we can have a good time.
Why are you guys introducing the fucking show?
Well, if I... You say it's our pilot episode, Abe. Act like the host. Act like the host if you're the host.
Act like you're the host if you're the fuck you.
Okay. All right. So I guess we should go around and introduce ourselves. Abe, why don't you start since you're...
Hello, I'm Abe. Currently being driven mad by fireworks. It sounds like something's tapping at my window. I play Monokuma for this fucking place, as well as a bunch of other things. As a funny little trivia note, I actually have the most voice credits to voicing Harmony.
Technically,
yes, but we'll go back some other time.
Yes,
but yeah, technically I'm the host, sort of.
Yes.
Next.
Yep. All right, since we'll just go down the list for people who are speaking. So hi, I'm Dante. I'm one of the mods here. I am also an editor for Voicing Harmony, and I have done a few videos now. I think I want to say that there are 4 on the channel that are mine. I can double check that, but that seems about right. I don't voice any of the characters. So yeah, that's about it for me. I'm here, and I'm the person who will ban people when they get out of line. And has done so a lot over the past few days because a lot of people have been getting out of line.
Don't get out of line, please.
Yeah, save some for me. I like. Look. I have a lot of experience in moderating channels. I miss banning people.
You do.
I have 5 years of it.
All right.
And then there's me. I guess I'm Rue. I am more or less the leader of Voicing Harmony now. I voiced Runtaro Amami, I voiced Zawa Damia, a couple other characters. Me and Abe have both voiced Komaeda. That's been fun. And we're trying to see who will voice Komaeda later. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge for a future video.
Very ticklish.
Yeah. Yes. And that's me. I guess, do you want to introduce yourself, Sangria? You can. Yeah. You are a team member.
you should have perms to, speak.
Also, can everyone here see for those tuning in text chat above the voice channel you're in?
Well, if they're able to join, they should be able to.
I just want to make sure, because if you can, then that's where you're going to be typing if you have stuff to say. Awesome.
Looks like Trill Munch is able to. And are you able to turn your mic on, Sangria, or are you not able to?
I could swear they could. They might just.
Sangria might not.
Yeah, they might just be muted by choice.
Right now. Oh, you have zero permission.
Zero permission.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Hold on.
I turned your perms on.
Wait,
Abe made a mistake.
No, I didn't.
Well, now you're no longer muted, so take that.
Oh.
Apparently, you were server muted. Someone had server muted you.
Oh no!
I don't know who.
That's hilarious.
Someone server muted you at some point.
Was that me?
That's great.
Did I do that in the act of unmuting you?
Probably you.
Abe, how could you?
Probably you, Abe. It's probably you.
No, it wasn't me. What'd you believe? It was not me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It just said kept suppressing. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Oh wait, no. It's just for some reason the people who automatically join this channel are server muted, but we can choose to unmute them one by one.
Yeah.
Sangria doesn't have permission still, but
Yeah.
I
No, that's what I
Okay,
did.
well.
Was I gave Sangria specifically permission. That's how Rue's able to talk to him, because he
Oh, you messed up there, so
should not be able to.
Okay. There we go. There we go. It's all making sense now.
All right, Sangria, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Sangria, and I am one of the editors for Voicing Harmony. I think I got like about 5 videos so far in the channel, or maybe a little more. I'm not sure, but yeah.
So glad.
That's it.
Yeah, do you have a favorite video that you've edited?
Do I have a favorite? I did edit one video that got like over like 200,000 views for whatever reason.
Yes, that was the one with Kaede, Hajime, and Maggie,
Yeah.
I believe.
I think it was before the Danganronpa anniversary, the Decadence game came out, and that blew up for whatever reason.
Yeah,
So-
you gotta love algorithms.
I love algorithms. Hell
Danganronpa
yeah!
Decadence.
I guess it just worked out. I mean, it worked out well. Yeah.
All right. So now that we've got all of our Voicing Harmony cast and crew and others
Mabu's here.
introduced.
Hold on, we've got a guest in the studio.
Oh, Mabu's here also.
Wait,
Hold on.
We got freaking
Mabu
Mabu
We've got
here.
another guest in the studio.
Mabu, you now can unmute yourself. Speak.
Is he also muted by force?
Yeah.
Yes, I unmuted.
Okay.
Mabu now has the choice to unmute.
Mabu, if you. Oh right, because Mabu might not be able. Oh wait, no, there they go.
Did I just accidentally invite Mabu to a server? I might have just accidentally... Yeah, I did. Ignore that.
Somebody was talking shit about you on another server.
Ignore that.
I forget if you're able to like considering where you are. But if you're able to introduce yourself, go ahead.
I forgot what my push to talk button was.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Alright. Hi, I'm Mabu. I voice characters.
Yes.
The
In the chat,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, they have voice
Woo,
characters
let's go.
for Mabu.
Okay.
Let's go.
And Kev apparently says toes in chat. Thank you, Kev.
Yeah, my favorite
Very nice.
contribution. I love it.
Hell
when
yeah.
Kev types in chat.
Mabu really appreciates when you post gifs of Aaron Ryan from Punch Out. So if you do that, much big preach.
Big preach.
Yeah.
All the appreciation.
I will approve. You will instantly get approval.
Huge preach.
Hell yeah.
Aaron Ryan from Punch Out. Yes. Okay. I think is that everyone now? Because Kev's not in here. Kev just said toes.
Yeah, he tells
Yes,
us.
that's
okay.
everyone in here. Everyone. Yeah,
Okay.
he does for whatever
I
reason.
appreciate it.
So with that out of the way, we can begin to talk about what our topic is for today, and just also quickly go over what the show is. So Abe, do you want to give a breakdown of what's going on?
Okay, so I'm a madman, and I want to make more content for this channel because
More content. Oh boy.
I want to give myself work because I don't feel like doing them. So I pitched this idea to Rue of just like, hey, what if Dante and I, because I pitched this to Dante before I sent it to Rue. What if Dante and I hosted a fucking show in the fan server so we could have people like be in the audience in real time, and we could just like record it and save the recording, and we'll just upload it. That's it. I don't tell very long stories unless you.
This is our pilot episode of
Yeah.
that, and we're gonna see how it
Yeah,
goes.
if this
Yeah,
episode
so,
does well,
Abe,
on
what is our
YouTube-
topic?
Oh, good question.
What is our topic today?
We're talking about our favorite and least favorite executions in the series because
Yeah.
I didn't want to give away my first episode idea for when this like maybe gets greenlit if people like it.
Yeah. Favorite and least favorite with the one rule being that none of them can be mastermind executions because we felt that it would be a bit too easy for favorites to pick the person that we dislike the most gets executed.
I
That
love.
seemed a little
Hold on, I love Junka.
You do, but
okay.
I don't think that's your favorite execution.
It's
Though.
not, but I love her.
Yeah, that, but also Junko's okay. Spoilers if you haven't played the first game. Junko's execution is literally every execution in the first game, so that I feel like that especially doesn't count because that one's just I can't choose, so I'm just gonna pick all
I'm
of
gonna hit
them.
random select in Street Fighter 5 and see what happens.
Yeah, but it's and there is, you know, some appeal to Junko's execution, but I feel like, you know, each of the executions for the students tend to be, you know, very specific and very to them. And while the one for Junko does provide her despair and such, it's not as in depth and as appealing as some of the others, in my opinion.
All right. So with that out of the way, though, I think we should start talking about. I at least want to go. I'm going to go by game. I want to go like game 1, game 2, then game 3. And I don't know enough about Ultra Despair Girl, so if you guys want to chip on that one, but
I mean, should we even count?
I think that would.
I mean, that one's kind of a tricky subject, but we can talk about that if we want to. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that out of the way, let's start with the first one. So, Abe,
why is someone Dante Naegi VA?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Who are you? Who is me?
It's you.
That's a weird nickname.
Who is Nia guy? Okay, well, with that,
Anyway.
despite that, let's start with the first game. So why don't we go down in order? So Abe, why don't you give us your favorite from game 1?
Give me fucking Celestia Ludenberg. I love her execution.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely my favorite.
You want to go into why?
I was hoping you guys. No, I love
Please do.
Celestia just in general. She's so cool. Like, just from her look to her, like, actual story as a character to, like...
It's so cool.
Like, her dialogue, her, like, interactions and such, her free time events. I just love her. So, like, she gets this really cool execution that gets this great music track. And then it just ends with a fucking fire truck. Because, you know, auto accidents are one of the most common ways of killing someone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose so. I suppose not normally in that way.
My reasoning. Yes. I love fire trucks.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire truck.
How about your least favorite from the first game, Abe? What's your least favorite?
I guess this is gonna be a tough one to stay down. I guess Mondo's. Like, I get it, but also you know, haha, funny Mondo.
It just never got to you, really?
I just think the salsa would have been funnier.
Fair enough.
According to proper physics, he would have been reduced to chunky salsa. I get the butter. Obviously, it's an allusion to a folktale.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know,
it is kind of weird to be like, you know, one gets hit with a fire truck, the other turns into butter. Yeah, that's a little bit of a. I didn't realize we were doing magic in these games, but we're doing magic.
It's magic. It's just that it goes a little past this. Like, Leon reasonably shouldn't take 1,000 fucking baseballs. He'd probably die way before.
No, of course not. Of course not.
No question. That's stupid.
Well, okay. So, I actually, speaking of, since I'm up next, I actually wanted to get to that real quick. My favorite from the first game is Leon's personally. And
you're a big sport ball fan, aren't you?
Explain why. No, not even in the slightest. No. The reason I like Leon's execution so much is that a lot of the executions in the first game, like, you know, how you said Mondo's, Celeste?
Yep, both work.
Whatever. Those executions are very, you know, they're very fantastical. There's something very visceral about, because I've, like, you know, getting a baseball thrown at you hurts. The idea of being essentially stoned to death with baseballs sounds so, like, just really brutal. Because you see it initially when it's hitting him slowly. Every time he hits, he just it's getting hit over and over again, where your bones start getting crunched. It's very visceral. It feels the most realistically like, oh, this, like, I can imagine how this feels. Like, I can't really imagine what Celestia's feels like, because like, yeah, you get hit by a car, you're pretty much dead on impact. Like, there's not really much to imagine there. I can imagine getting hit by a bunch
I've
of
almost been hit
baseballs
by cars
as like
before.
bones breaking. Well, that's
not
That's not
it's
quite
not
the same.
the same.
yeah, that I think, and
It's not the same at all.
So much makes a good point here. It feels like a super shocking introduction to the games with the execution.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I
And
was
you
gonna
gotta
say,
remember, like,
like-
that's one of the earliest executions, like, not just like from Danganronpa like perspective, but also in like the beta. Like back when Danganronpa was Distress. Like that was one of the earliest executions like conceived. And that's why we have like the actual beta video of like Leon's original character, which had a different name, which I can't remember.
I just remember
Yes,
the
yes,
video.
he had the same execution. Yes.
I just remember that video was like, it's like their name and it's like die or something like that.
That's actually how I remember it.
Mhm.
Why is it the
Actually,
title?
how I remember that.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna look that up real quick, actually.
I also really like how in the beginning of Leon's execution, you can see everyone's faces, like all the
You hear all the
all
reaction
the survivors
shots.
at that time. You all see their like shock and like disbelief. Yeah, all the reaction shots, and then even after the execution is done, and that kind of like that's a thing that kind of followed in the next two games with their first execution. So with Teru and I think Kaede too, they all had the reaction shots before the execution is being done, and that's just like iconic for me. It's just,
Oh
like,
yeah,
one of the most
for
iconic
sure,
things.
for
Let's
sure.
also not forget the iconic imagery of Leon
'cause-
just getting dragged away by the fucking chain.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah, like technically, like the first execution we see is Jin Kirigiri's with him in the rocket and such. But actually, like seeing like Leon get pulled away from the trial room and just like into this execution is just so visceral and oh, it wrenches you into this moment that's just so powerful, so terrifying.
Oh yeah.
It was I don't
Shut
like
up.
Leon as a character, but his execution was just
His execution was
fantastic.
top notch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
top notch.
It really,
yes.
really set the scene. Really set the stone of what
Exactly,
Thank you for tuning in,
exactly.
Daredevil. I hope you have a good
Yeah.
night. May your pillow be the right temperature.
Yeah. So then for the second, for my least favorite, I think my least favorite personally is, and I'm going off of what the wiki considers an execution, because that's like there. I guess I want to be like as clear as possible. I
Sure.
don't really like
That's fair,
Excavator
yeah.
Destroyer, where
Yeah.
Alter Ego just gets demolished out of nowhere, because
Mhm.
it doesn't make a whole lot of. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's never explained. Like, okay, was this initially what was planned for Sakura, or is this like a special side one?
No,
that was
I
planned
can
for
I can
Alter
answer that
Ego?
for you actually.
Like,
It was what was planned for Sakura's fucking
Okay.
house.
Yes.
For her
Mhm,
dojo.
mhm. Her dojo specifically, but yes.
which is just not. I don't know. I feel like out of everyone in here, like yes, it sucks that they destroyed Alter Ego, and it also sucks that Alter Ego just randomly gets dragged in. They're like, well, the person that we initially said was going to die is already dead, so to hell with it. Let's just add another person on the list. Yeah, because that's how it works. That's how it's worked in every game, of course.
Seriously, dude.
But
Can't end a trial without an execution, of course.
yeah, so it also just feels kind of like it's fine, I guess. A computer gets crushed over and over again, but like realistically, the first crush would be all it would take to destroy the computer.
It's
So,
just
yeah, it just
At the
feels
same time, though, like, Alter Ego has to live for like the ending of the game and such. So I kind like if there was like a more realistic or more despairful kind of execution for Alter Ego, where like it was a virus or something, maybe that would kind of ruin the story in some sense. So maybe I don't know. That's my
right.
2 cents on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's that's at least for mine for the first game. Mabu, do you want to weigh in on this?
Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot a lot of the executions.
Okay.
Well, any that are memorable at all
first
in your
game.
mind that you liked or didn't
Yeah,
like, just
what's
tell us.
memorable?
Whatever you got. Whatever you got.
Well, I mean, for me, my favorite's probably Leon's, mainly because like it is really memorable in a way. Like, also like the music kind of like I also really liked. I don't know. And then for least favorite, I have to agree with alter egos because I don't know. It just was like, why they were just. It felt unnecessary to me. It's like it's a computer. It's like if you just try to unplug
Monokuma
it, it's not going to
destroys
go
a
away.
laptop ASMR.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I get. It really hurts me because, like, you know, and this next part that I will say is kind of like an interpretation, like, but like in a way, alter ego was kind of like the more or less spiritual successor, or had the essence of Chihiro kind of thing within it. So
Yeah,
Chihiro died twice,
Rue's a big
essentially,
Chihiro
or at least to me
fan.
anyway, and that really sucks.
Oh,
I agree.
That's not
As someone that loves
happening.
Chihiro, yeah, fucking hell.
I am the big Chihiro stan, so you know.
That
I feel like
also,
they just. I felt like they just could have gotten a little more creative for that execution. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bulldozer slamming it a bunch of times. Like, I feel like they maybe got a little lazy there. I think there's more.
You said
ways
creative,
to
and my
make
brain's
more
translated that into
disparity
Monokuma just films a wacky video of him destroying a laptop for YouTube.
Like
he's
you know what? I wouldn't be too surprised.
He's got live
Monokuma would do
commentary
something
over
like that.
everything. He has a baseball bat. Hello, internet.
hello guys, welcome to my destroying
We're
laptop
gonna see
video.
how many times I can swing this at a
Oh,
laptop.
it's
All right, swing number 1.
It's just reminding me of like those con videos of like streamers or whatever, like breaking keyboards or something.
Oh yeah.
just Monokuma going to a con and just breaking a laptop in front of people just taking videos of him.
I'm just imagining someone in a Monokuma onesie just like doing that in like random places.
Hey,
shit.
you
I
have
actually
to do
have
that
the
now.
jacket. I need to wash
Please
that because
do.
It's been in like stale air for so long.
Oh wait. Now I just say that I actually have the Monokuma onesie.
That's right, you do. I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's like a small, so I don't think it's gonna fit.
Yeah, I was about to say
plan out
it did look.
Dad Monokuma cosplay.
It didn't look like it was your size.
Remember that picture?
Oh my god.
So, I guess, Mabu, if that's yours, Rue, how about you? What do you think your least and most favorite are from the first game?
Okay. So if we're starting from the first game, so the first game has a lot of really good executions. A lot of just kind of executions. I'm gonna start off with my worst. I'm probably gonna go out with Blast Off or Jin Kirigiri's execution. It's the first execution. It sets up the stage, but not as much as Leon. Leon's is very memorable. Jin's isn't. You don't even know who Jin is when you boot up Danganronpa. You just see this guy. He's covered up. He's in this rocket. You see this weird bear kind of laughing, and it starts the game. Does it set the stage for like, oh, this is going to be a weird game with death and such? Sure, but like, I wish we knew more about Jin and why Monokuma and subsequently Junko chose this specific execution for him. It doesn't hit home as well, and it's just, I don't know. It's a fine opening to the game, but impactful as it could have been, no. And with as much as symbolic as a lot of the executions are and have irony and whatever, like, what about Jin Kirigiri, you know, the detective heir to the Kirigiri family who ran off from that family? Like, how does that connect with him at all?
Wait,
Going into space. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't. So that's not really. So that's probably my least favorite.
Wait. Are you actually telling me that the guy in the beginning actually has a name? That was Kyoko's father?
That was Kyoko's father.
That was.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know how you see him turn into like, you know, the skeleton bones, and then you find his head later in the present box.
They don't just
they
don't just find his skull in the box. They find his entire fucking skeleton.
Oh.
That's kind of
well, yeah, but like you only see the skull.
Yeah, it's just because in the beginning they didn't introduce the name or anything. There was just a random guy in the rocket. You know?
No, that's Jin. That's Jin Kirigiri. That's
Oh my God.
Kyoko's father. That's the principal of Hope's Peak.
Oh my God,
He was the first person you see die in Danganronpa.
wow, that makes 10 times more sense. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Wha-
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that's my least favorite in DR1. My most favorite is actually technically a fan or an alternate execution. So I don't know if that really counts. So I should probably stay with the canon ones.
The fan one, the fan one anyway.
Sure. So I'll briefly mention that
the one where he gets
Ishimaru or
fucking
Kiyotaka Ishimaru's
yeah.
you know, yes, that one is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if anyone's seen the video on YouTube. It's kind of hard to find sometimes, and I don't even know if it's still up. But it is amazing, and it works so well for Ishimaru's character. Ishimaru was kind of, before I was big into Chihiro, which
oh shit, thank you,
it's crazy. I was big into Ishimaru.
Oh my God, Chomans, thank you.
Thank you, Chomans.
Thank you.
Wonderful execution. Works so well with him. But for canon sake, yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Celestia Lindbergh, her witch execution, because she goes at the end of the trial. She's willing to accept her death. She's about to be burned as a witch, as and it's representing herself as her character. Like she's dying in kind of her own terms, as she's kind of accepted her loss and whatever. And she's this great character that's going to die a tragic, important death, almost kind of any of the other witches and such. And then she just gets such a common death where she's just mauled over by a fire truck. And there's a lot of other symbolism in her execution that I can't quite go over because I can't quite remember all of it, to be honest. But it is definitely one of the most symbolic and kind of ironic, heart-wrenching executions in the first game in general. So while Leon's is really good and probably my second favorite in the first game,
tying back to Ishimaru, Trollmunch is right. This is actually based on an unused concept from the game. This is an actual concept that they had planned.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that. That is an unused. Yes. It's not fan made.
Yes.
The anime. Well, yeah. That's yeah. I tripped up on my words, but that's what I meant. Thank you. But yes. If I had to go with favorite, that's Ishimaru's. But canon wise, Celestia. So yeah, that's my two thoughts.
All right. And that is Sangria.
Yeah.
So, Sangria, would you like to tell us about your favorite and least favorite from the first game?
Oh man, I think a lot of it's already been said. Yeah, I think my most favorite, and I think it's definitely Leon, because again, just such an iconic moment. One of the first ones you see, and I think for me, that's just if I think Danganronpa 1, that's the one that just pops into my head. So I think, yeah, for every reason that's already been said, Leon's definitely my favorite. And then least favorite, I think it's Alter Ego. Just because it was short, it wasn't really creative. They just basically stabbed the computer a bunch of times. So, I wish they got, I don't know, there was a different way to get executed. I think the virus was probably a good idea. Maybe they could play along with something like that, but,
That kind of makes me think of Chihiro's unused execution, which is it's kind of like an 8-bit Mario thing where like things are slowly crawling up through them in this 8-bit thing, and then eventually Chihiro's sprite disappears out of existence because they got caught by the enemy. So maybe if they had done something like that with Alter Ego, that could have been cool. But
that could have been cool, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there needed to be more passion with it.
Yes, for sure. Because using construction equipment, that's for.
Now, Monokuma was literally just
Dio. That's for JoJo.
Oh, fuck. What do I... Oh, my God. What do I do now? All right, fine. Whatever. Fuck it. I'll just use this anyway. Oh, but I do.
What if I do anyway?
Fuck, who am I the lazy son of a bitch?
I'm glad that was recorded. That came out nice.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Shall we move on to the second game then?
yeah, let's move on to
Sayonara
Danganronpa 2
Setsu.
Goodbye Despair. Abe.
Oh man. Ooh
start us
man. I fucking love. I fucking love the executions in this.
Good, some good executions in this
I have an
one.
easy favorite, but like I just want to like take some time to just note like I love all these fucking executions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even Mikon's. I know that might be a little controversial to some people, but
I was gonna say because I think like Danganronpa 2, I think it has overall some. Of the
I disagree,
worst
but that's
Really.
yeah, especially like
Yeah.
I think we're all. Oh,
But that's good. That's
I
good.
love
That's good that we have different
Discourse.
opinions. We'll continue
I
to
love
discuss that. Yes. Yes.
no, but my favorite is fucking Gundams, of course. Me, big Gundams fan. I love Gundams. Just
Ooh.
everything about it, from
Mhm.
like him choosing to save his fucking hamsters instead of just taking some extra time to draw like his magic circle, to like the magic circle might have actually perhaps working if it's just a little more time. It reads so many ways. Like maybe the magic circle would have worked if he had a little more time. Maybe it would not have. Maybe no. Yeah, maybe it was a prayer.
Maybe it kind of
wasn't,
did
like,
work because the
to
angels
prove that he
came.
was
Who
fucking
knows?
invulnerable.
Who knows?
You know, it reads so many ways. And I just think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I just love Gundam. I love Gundam. I love Chapter 4. I love that trial. I love all of it. It's so good. Gundam fought a fucking robot barehanded and won.
As Gundam said,
He's
he is the
ultimate
true
life force.
ultimate weapon.
there you go. Yes.
The ultimate life force.
The ultimate life form, Gundam Tanaka.
Gundam Tanaka.
All right. What about your least favorite, Abe? Do you have
Yeah.
a least favorite?
Yeah. Starting
I'm
off with
interested to
like I
hear
love all
this.
these executions. Now I have to pick a least favorite. And it is Mikon's. I will say that like even though I do like it,
Yeah, that's yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's why I like it. At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't express too much. Because Mikon is afraid of big things, so she takes a big arm. She gets fisted into the biggest thing of all. I'm trying, Rue or Dante.
So
No.
if I can say a quick thing, and I won't go into too big of a topic of this because I want to get into this later when it gets to my turn. Anyone ever think? And I originally got this idea from Weeby News, but did anyone ever think about how like the arm that you see that Mikon rides, like doesn't it kind of look like her bandaged arm? Just a thought.
Yeah, I'd have to. Great thing I pulled up this video you linked because
I don't remember
this is actually
the
going to come in
specific
handy.
details of the needle screw
Just in
on the
case.
arm.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm. just in case. But yeah,
I do
I'll
kind of
get
like
more
the
into that
beginning
when
of
it's
the
my
music
turn.
for it. But yeah, that's my last point about it. I like the
okay,
music.
so
That's right.
Sure.
All right. So now we're on to mine. Okay, let's start with my favorite, I guess. My favorite, I think, has to be Pekko's.
Yes.
There's just
Yes.
like in the same way that Abe said, like there's a chance that the prayer circle may have worked for Gundam. Pekko was actively winning for the majority of her execution, and honestly may have survived had she not hit Boss Baby in the face. And
Don't
that's
disrespect him like that.
Had she not hit him,
Oh, that hurt.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
hurts.
God,
He's
no.
baby gangsta, man. Come
Baby
on.
gangsta, he's
Baby gangsta.
Had she not slashed Boss Baby's eye, I think it would have. She actually could have survived that, and I liked that because a lot of the time with a lot of the Danganronpa characters, like they have their ultimate talents and everything, but like the majority of it, like during their execution, is just them being like sitting there helplessly.
In this VC.
So, yeah, for it have to be, for one of them to actually face off against it, it's actually pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, Trill Munch is saying exactly what I'm thinking here. I think besides that, so that's my favorite. I'm not gonna put this as my least favorite, but I do find it really funny that the wiki counts it as an execution. So it says Akane Owari prevented by Nekomaru, and the execution name is unnamed, and then in parentheses Bazooka. And I kind of really find.
I see on the wiki.
Yeah, I mean that's what Monokuma does. He has the bazooka arm, and he tries to shoot Akane.
Fuck, I just actually installed something. I
kind of like the
Akane's
idea
page.
that that is on the same level as all these other executions. Is that just like her Akane is just like fuck you, explosive. This is what she gets. No. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I think that Abe's right though that a lot of these do, I think, at least thematically hit their characters besides, Bazooka. So I'm not gonna pick that one because honestly, it's so funny that it wraps around to being good. Honestly,
and it's not tech. It's weird because it is technically a tried execution, but it's not like one of the murdered execution ones.
Yeah,
so
like
it's in that weird gray area.
Like fucking Mukuros, right? Like the Spear of Gungnir. Well then, you'd have to account.
That one is definitely one.
It would have counted.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm still not putting it there.
But hers was more special, and it had more meaning to it. Akane's.
I could think of one, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Okay, so honestly.
Not that, Abe. Not that.
So go back.
I know what you're thinking, and that doesn't count.
Go into the corner. Get in there.
Get in the corner, Abe.
I think with that out of the way, I think my least favorite actually then, and I'm probably going to get crap from Abe for this one, is Deep Fried Teru Teru. Because honestly, it's just kind of like, I get it. I get that he's a chef, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of boring. Like, I feel like it's, deep frying someone, like, that's terrible. But, like, as someone who worked in a deli and, like, was burned by the deep fryer, like, several times, it's like, it's unfortunate, but it's not true. I don't find it as horrifying as Bazooka.
For SummerSlam.
Oh my god.
I kind of think. Honestly, like,
that should be the best one.
No.
I don't know what
the idea of a bazooka being aimed at me point blank is more scary. You kind of
do make a point. I've spent some time as a ghost and I burned myself at that. On a number of objects too is the worst part.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, besides that, again, Bazooka might actually, if I'm not counting Bazooka as my favorite, but it's up there just because it's called Bazooka.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. With that, honorable mention Bazooka. All right. With that out of the way, Mabu, on to you.
Okay. So I have a tier list up to see what all the characters are for some reason. And I love the fact one of the execution pages is just an explosion.
Just
an explosion?
No,
is it Bazooka?
Explosion. Okay, I love that one. That's the best. But
is it Bazooka though? Is Bazooka the explosion?
It might be.
You never know. I mean, it might be. But yeah, for real though, my favorite is I have to agree with Peko because actually it's a love hate because Peko's probably my favorite character. So it's It was a great execution, and like just like with like how she died, because like she probably would have survived that if it weren't for hitting Fuyiko. So it's like or
He's a man of many names.
Yeah.
Or baby games, or whatever you want to call them.
Baby gangsta.
No, I'm trying to.
I mean, being a
Boss
Yakuza
Baby
player, like, yeah,
Boss
he probably would be. Baby gangsta.
Boss gangsta.
Box gangsta. I like that. I like that.
Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins.
I don't know anymore.
Least favorite. Is your least favorite also Peko then because of that, or?
I guess so, but at the same time, it's like,
Oh.
wait, we said mastermind executions are not included, right?
Mastermind are not included because I feel like that's
No,
too easy.
you don't like the AI Junko?
Damn, because like that was probably my least favorite.
Oh really?
Yeah. No, I'm just like.
Well, hold
it
on,
just-
hold
it just
on.
felt like.
Technical mastermind
Okay,
was Izuru.
Well, I mean, yeah,
so
that's cool.
What?
Well, Izuru wasn't executed.
exactly. So the final execution for
No.
AI Junko, you could say is your least favorite.
I just thought it was. I don't know. I was just there like, why? That's
See,
it.
it
That's all I
doesn't have any
just said. I was like,
significance to you because you
why?
didn't play the Monami game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Dude.
I did.
I mean that I was gonna say more about that exactly because it's like Monami has the power to become
I
Usami,
did.
and like throughout the other chapters, if you play the side game, so it's like, hey, why didn't she do more of that in that mainline story when you can clearly do her like super power form in the side game in like chapter 1, chapter 2? But no, now at the very end of the game, now she gets her full power, even though she had access to it before, and now she takes down Junko. It's like,
She
come
needed
on.
a
Attention.
She needed to charge her power.
You're stupid. You don't understand the
Magical girl rules are
It happened
stupid.
the entirety of the game.
She didn't. She
I
can't
did, and
henshin
I was
all
like-
she wants.
I know the genre enough.
I also watch Kamen Rider.
You may
which is just a
watch
magical
Madoka
show.
Magica, but I watched. Okay,
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's some history to that
that's
statement.
shonen, buddy.
so wait, so
Magical
Mabu,
boy
what is
anime. Magical men.
Magical
what
Man.
is your final answer, Mabu? Is it what is your final answer?
I'll go with Pecos because like love hate.
Love hate.
Okay,
Sure.
that's fair,
Sounds
okay.
good. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Rue.
Okay.
Oh, we're starting here.
Okay.
So, my least favorite, would probably be, that's it. Tough. But I'm probably gonna go with Deep Fried Terror, Hanamura's execution. Just because, like, it was the first execution in DR2.
The
You
volcano
expect
not
big
large
things,
enough for
and it just didn't
The
hold up to
volcano
the
not
same
large
hype as
enough for you.
Leon's.
Yeah, it didn't
They just
deliver
dumped
as
him in a
well.
volcano. The end.
I mean, I get the symbolism. As I mentioned to Abe earlier, I understand that, like, Teru ended up becoming the thing he hated most, junk food. Which, if you actually look at his dislikes on his, ID card and whatever, that is a thing that he. So for him to become deep fried and all that, become the thing he hates, that's true to spare. I get it. That's great. Whatever. But it just to see him like get dragged out of the trial room by his neck and then shot with like eggs and flour. It's just, oh, this is weird. I don't feel the despair yet. And then the volcano happens, and it's like, okay, he died. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Least favorite. Favorite.
Damn.
Pecos. Cause like, okay, Gundam would probably be second, but this is a very close one. And the only reason why I say Pecos is a little bit above Gundams is because, and this is to go off of what we've said previously, not only could Peko have probably survived her execution, but the way that she died and the reason that she died is so powerful in the story. If we think back to before her execution, she's ready to die. She still sees herself as a tool, and she's ready to accept her death. And and she's willing to fill her last role as a tool. But Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu never saw her as a tool. And as she's slowly learning to accept that in moments, and as she ends up cutting his eye by accident in the heat of the moment, she realizes, oh shoot, I ended up hurting the person that I cared about the most, that I was meant to serve, and whatever, and that I was never a tool. It's such a portrayal of like her whole life, her whole outlook, everything. And the only reason she died was because her outlook was completely shattered in that moment, which is what a good Danganronpa execution should do, I think, in my personal opinion. So once she realized she had been this tool for so long, and because of that person that she cared about the most, that's when she held Fuyuhiko in her arms and let those cyborg robot samurai killed her, and it was brutal, heartbreaking, and it was powerful. Great execution.
That's the way to describe it. That was the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's my favorite and least
Any
favorite.
guests in the studio?
All right, so now we
Another
go
guest
on
joining
to
us in the
Sangria.
studio?
Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh,
We have Dottie.
Dottie, you now can unmute
Dottie's
yourself.
here. Hey.
Yeah.
Do we want to? Well, yep. There we go.
Excuse me.
Hi, Dottie.
Will she speak?
Give her time. Oh, maybe they won't be able to.
She's one of few words.
It might be the push to talk thing.
Are we having trouble with the mic, Dottie?
Might be push to talk.
Oh, that might be it too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate
Hold down
push to
the
talk.
button.
It took me a bit to figure this out too.
You hold down
Give her a little time. Give her a little
you
time.
hold
She'll get
down
it,
the
she'll
button
get it.
that is on your push to talk.
Whatever you. Yeah. Yep.
And now hold that while you speak.
You can change it in your voice settings, I think.
Are you speaking?
To which button?
Let us find out together.
Yeah.
You should be.
I had to look there to figure out what mine was.
While Dottie's working on that, Sangria, tell us yours.
Yeah, I think everyone basically covered it. I think I'll start with least favorite. Terra was going to be my least favorite, but honestly, and like a lot of the reasons you said, Rue, because like it didn't held up as much as Leon's execution. As the first execution, it was like, all right, yeah, is that it? So but I was gonna put that as my least favorite, but honestly, at least with that execution, it had more like interesting angles as opposed to Mikon. Mikon, I think, would be my worst favorite, just cause
Cinematically speaking.
Sorry?
Like cinematically speaking.
Oh my god.
Like cinematically speaking, is that what you said, Abe?
I think this would be ironic. Yeah. No, that's what I asked. But like, I'm not asking to be ironic.
Okay.
Like the way it's like framed and such is what I mean.
Well, I mean, I guess fan service wise, they did give us a peek under Mikon.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Oh,
Hi, Dottie.
Hello, that took a while. Hi.
Oh my god, I forgot you said.
Yeah, we'll let Sangria finish their thought, and then Dottie, you can introduce yourself and give your opinions on DRT executions.
Alright, I'll wrap up real quick. So yeah, but basically, Mikon was just the worst, just cause it just had awkward angles. And the one thing I really don't like about Mikon's execution is that if you look at it, no wait. If you look at her execution.
I was a bit of a class clown, but I got rid of that behavior in middle school.
In middle school, yes. If you look at Mikon's face throughout her entire execution, it is so like blank. It is very just one face, and she does not change her expression at all.
Yeah,
and that annoys me.
Yeah, once the business with the arm is done,
so...
she's kind of not reacting.
Yeah, she didn't react at all. Like when she was in the bed at first, and then when she got onto the rocket, and she's just like blasting off. Like that's not as despair-inducing. She's not feeling shit.
That's what I wanted to talk about with her. It's like she's like she's just neutral about it. She just doesn't
so
care.
neutral.
Which is very weird because
so
she has
neutral.
despair disease at this point. So it's like she should maybe feel something. Like, I'm getting closer to being with my beloved again, or oh no, or something. But it's very bland.
It's very bland. That's the one thing I just hate about. Because at least with Sarah, yeah, he was in shock. He was about to like, oh my god, we're about to get deep fried in this like volcano and whatnot. So at least he had expression, got dynamic angles and whatnot. And then my most favorite is definitely gonna go with Peko Peko, because again, she's like the only one that uses her talent and actually had a close shot of actually surviving the execution. She was a real badass until again she actually slashed Boss Baby. So yeah, until that moment. But yeah, I agree with you, Rue. Like her accepting the fact that she wasn't supposed to be a tool. Like that was just like so powerful for me, and I deeply admired that. And even before it, even before you saw her starting to accept that Fuyuhiko never saw her as a tool. She was even slowly starting to accept that right before her execution started. So.
Oh my god, I still cry near like the very end of.
Oh my! I cried so much.
Young master, young master. Oh.
Oh my god. And then
Peko, I need you. Oh.
Why do you have to remind us?
Even like Fuyuhiko running through the robots, just trying to get to Peko. Oh my goodness, I cried at that execution. I legit did. So I'll say top tier. But other than that, like I think the only good executions for me are like Peko's, Gundam's, and I think maybe Shiaki's too. But other than that, all the rest of the execution were just like mid for me. I don't know why. Oh yeah, Shiaki. Yeah, I think I saw a comment. I think it was Troll Munch that said this. I could be wrong, but she did have a lot of game reference. Oh no, it's
yeah.
I don't know, but like it was someone who said like she had a lot of references, which I really admired.
Yep.
Yeah. We got like I think it was Pac-Man, Tetris, and I think one more at the beginning. I can't remember his name, but it's like one of the classic ones. Yeah.
Jason?
Galaga. Yeah, I think it was Galaga.
It was fucking Galaga.
Sorry, I'm gonna finish up so I can.
Yeah, I'm a real gamer.
Like,
I know.
But like, yeah, I think Shiaki is also up there. But other than that, like all the other executions for me are just like, eh. I think V3, which we're going to do in a bit. V3 definitely had the best execution in my opinion, but we'll get to that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I have a special.
Well, before we get to that, we need Dottie to introduce them. They just joined.
Hi.
This is for.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Howdy. Sorry, I broke character.
So, do you want to say anything else, Dottie, or should I for you, or?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Well, Dottie's a crew member and a voice actress for us, and they're very great, and yeah, they're also an editor.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, we got 3 crewmates.
Crewmates?
Imposter.
Oh god. Oh. I just got it. I just fucking got it. God damn it.
God, why? Why did it take us so long just to figure out what he actually said? Why did it take so long?
Crew space mate, not crewmate, you.
Okay.
Oh.
Everyone automatically leaves just because of that joke. Like we're all done.
It's over.
This
Moving
podcast
on.
is over.
Crew space mate, not an amongling. Not an amongling. My gosh.
You are here now.
That has already just drained the rest of my life.
Move on. All right, Dottie, since we were talking about Danganronpa 2, would you like to talk about with your favorite executions from that game? Favorite and least favorite execution? From the
I
second
can't
game?
think of
Yes.
much, but I know Peko and Gundams both made me cry a lot. Because I love them both so much.
For sure.
And then Peko's whole trial just, ugh.
Oh my god, yes. Chapter 2 trial.
Chapter 2 trial. Oh,
Oh, and Gundam with his little Devas. It's so
This hamster.
do you have like one that like really just didn't speak to you, or just was kind of felt bland or anything, or?
I didn't really like Mikan's, but I feel like
There
that's
you
kind of
go.
a common.
Yeah, that
thing.
unfortunately, yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyone who
Yeah.
likes Mikan's execution, it just needs to leave right now.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Just a quick question I want to ask everybody.
All right.
If there was
Well-
a better version of if there
I
was
guess
a
there's
better
no
execution
host.
for Mikan, what would it be like? What would it be
Okay,
like?
That is a good question.
Lethal injection.
Well, I mean, we
just
kind.
straight up lethal injection, euthanizer.
Yeah,
Alright.
some sort of lethal
Okay,
injection.
okay.
She dies of
think-
hyper.
I
I don't know.
It's just- I think like we could keep like the big needle because again.
What if? Okay,
Chat's going
okay.
crazy right now.
Well, how about this?
What qualifies as
That's what-
hyper cancer?
Oh my god.
I think like I think the injection works. I think they can keep the big needle because again, Mikan does have a fear of big things. So I
She
think-
does have a fear of big things. That is correct. If you look in
So
her,
I think we can keep the
Yeah,
big
she
needle,
gets
but yeah,
cancer
some sort of
too.
injection that's like.
Well, yeah, that's
oh
why she goes to
gosh.
space, because space
No.
big.
Oh my
like
god.
that.
How about this? Here's an idea. So Mikan, for the lack of a better word, kind of an attention whore. I hate that
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, no, she is.
I hate that word. I hate that
Whoa!
phrase. But that's
Whoa.
kind of what she is.
Yeah, yeah.
So what if her execution had something about her getting like a bunch of attention, and then it all goes away, and then she goes mad somehow? Maybe part of that is the injection. So maybe she goes through like a hallucination or something, where she's getting all this attention, and then it all goes away, and then that lethal injection ends up killing her. Something. What if it was something like that?
What, she
Maybe.
lives like a rock star's lifestyle?
Well, not like a rock star's lifestyle, but like like she's getting. And when I say attention, I'm not saying good attention. I'm saying the bad attention that she usually gets.
Yeah.
And
yeah, she gets the Nikki
But like an overwhelming amount, like more than she ever got in her life, which is saying something because considering all her bandages and such. Oh my god, Mikan is a whole. There's a lot to talk about her if you really. There's a deep dive,
Yeah.
but let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's not do that now.
Yeah. I think.
I love deep dive.
Maybe if we ever do another Harmony
I
radio
love deep
session, maybe.
things!
Why don't we jump on to then the third game? So Abe, I'm gonna skip. Okay, so here for my quick game of Ultra Despair Girls, it looks like literally no one dies except for one person, and they blow up. So
Yuta?
Well,
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
want to skip
technically
over
there
it and
are
just
the other
swap it out
executions
for
of-
a-
the quote-unquote executions of the Warriors, but those don't really count.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. They don't.
Right.
Yeah, they don't count. That's why I wanted to swap Ultra Despair Girls for a special segment. We are going to.
Ooh.
We're going to take some
yes.
callers.
Oh
now.
boy.
Take some callers.
Oh boy.
Into the
Here
studio.
we go.
Rue is just like, oh.
I'm not-
I
I'm
told you,
not-
Rue.
just-
This was always the plan.
Go ahead.
Oh. Alrighty. Alrighty. You know what? What's an active mic? I guess.
who
is
in
the
here
question.
would like to
Who would like to be our guest
If you'd
for
like
a
to
brief
call in.
moment or so? Yeah.
Don't be shy.
I'd
Don't
like
be
to
shy,
be our
people.
first caller. We'll do like two.
If you can, of course. If you don't have
be
a
nervous.
can't
Actually, be
talk right now.
nervous.
force yourself.
But if you want to,
We would appreciate it.
how not to be
There's
nervous?
one rule,
Oh, my
keep it
goodness,
brief.
Yeah.
I will accept.
Oh, don't be
terrible-
nervous. We don't. It's not a big deal. All chill people here. We're all just having fun.
Look, if it makes you feel better, I'm nervous. I'm nervous this will fucking flop.
And Abe organized this, so
Don't
you know.
worry, you're not the only one. Yeah, this has been something I've been like, like planning in the back.
Probably
of my
even
brain
longer
for, like,
if
2 weeks.
if you really think about
Maybe
I only
3.
heard about this radio session like 2 hours before.
it.
I only heard about this like
Yeah, Yeah, yes. Yeah, Sangria.
You guys just type in
Dottie and
like our
Mabu
chat just like,
heard
oh
about
hey,
this
by the way, we
date
have a radio
of.
host. No need to join in. If
let's
you
get them a
want to,
hand.
like,
Show Munch.
okay,
so-
yeah, sure. Oh, I guess.
Show Munch, if you want to join in, we'll
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
so
that bit was
if
a
you guys
surprise to
want,
me.
When you guys jump in, you can just choose any of your favorite or least favorite from all of the games. You'll get to talk about one, I think.
Yeah.
Like just
'Cause
any
we
of the
don't
games.
want, we don't want it to drag on too long, because
Yeah.
yeah.
So just
What
pick
is-
one, either your favorite or
One of
least
each,
favorite
please.
from any of
Yeah.
the games.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we can if we have time. Yeah, we can do both.
Yeah.
No, we'll do both.
Yeah.
We'll at least give them both.
I don't know. Whatever you want. The time.
Well, what's the
limit.
time
How long can Craig record?
Hours. It can record up to 8 hours. So
Oh,
Good
it
question.
actually is a limit. I thought it was. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah,
Craig
we've
had
only been
a limit.
recording for
I was wrong.
one. I've recorded whole ass. I've recorded for
Oh my
whole
gosh.
ass like 2 hour, like almost 3 hour sessions on this fucking thing. I'm very
Now
very
record.
familiar with
Now
Craig. I'm very
recording.
familiar with
Oh,
now
all right.
recording.
So I'm gonna put up a message, and whoever reacts to it first is gonna be the first person to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in 3,
Tres,
2,
dos,
1.
uno.
We can do V3. That's fine.
React here. Who's gonna react? Who's gonna react?
The answer is no one. No one wants to talk.
Oh,
Okay, we got Abe. We got Abe.
God damn it.
Abe,
God damn it.
Thank you, Abe. Very cool.
Abe, you're the host. You can't. You can't.
We have another one?
Okay, wait, we have a second. It's Mabu.
Mabu.
I'm going into the
Oh,
stands.
dear God, I have so many in here. Okay, hold
Going
on.
into the
Stop
stands.
reacting and
I'm fighting
unreacting. Oh God! Oh, and I can see the.
We're having a little fun here, at least. That's
It
good.
looks
That's
like
good.
Okay, Hajime Enjoyer was the first to go, so okay, you're gonna go first. then.
Okay.
All right.
You're up. You are now unmuted, so you can unmute your mic and start
Yeah, unmute
talking.
him.
Whenever you're ready.
Brow raised.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
No. Oh no.
It's.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
That's the
cool.
perfect guess. Yep. Yep.
thought they just died on the spot. Hey Mickey. Still recording.
Hello.
Hey.
Glad to have
Let
you.
me do push to talk, so it's a little awkward.
It's all good. Don't worry.
That's all right. That's all right.
So you're asking
Yeah.
about my
No, that's
least
fine.
favorite or favorite execution,
You can
correct?
do both. You can do both.
Well,
Any game.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Give us one of
favorite.
both.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do least
give us one
favorite
of both.
because I like going into negative then positive. That's just how
Sure.
I roll.
Sure.
If I had to say least favorite, I'm sorry, but Teru sucked absolute ass.
Yeah.
I was just. Like what? Okay, I get it. Like as Ru said earlier, haha, he became something he didn't like, haha. But come on, they could have added more to it or did something better. That's just like I like Teru. He's funny.
Teru's
It's not bad execution. It just could have been better.
For
It
my
just could have been better.
funny
I
little.
think like for
Funny little
just a
man.
funny little guy,
really,
you know.
For first
Just a
execution
funny
is
little man.
lot, you know. But you gotta really, hype it up with the first execution. I think it just didn't deliver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. I think Leon added a more impact, as you said, because I felt like that actually legit scared me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, for favorite, people are probably gonna get mad at me, but I really
Meat on the bone.
liked Kaede's. That sounds really fucked up, but I really liked Kaede's because I'm messed up.
No. I understand that. Yeah. We'll get into V3 in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Of
basically,
course.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
feel
sorry,
free to share your
Shinichi,
thoughts,
but I
though.
did kind of like it that you suffered a lot through that. I'm sorry, that's kind of fucked up, but you know. part of the game.
Favorite part of the execution was that Shinichi suffered. That's the favorite
Oh
part.
my god.
Let the emo suffer.
The emo suffered.
Perish, you know.
All right.
Then perish.
That's it, basically.
Okay, well, we thank you for taking your time. We're going to go back to muting you now. But yeah, thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Damn,
Alright.
Aim is just like, yeah, thank you for speaking. I'm gonna mute you now. Bye bye.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
I
was
did.
it?
That's
didn't
the
do
wrong
that.
mute. That's the server mute.
Well, how do I
Good job.
remove? How do I remove this?
Dante, my bad. Sorry.
There we go. There we go. Yep.
I undid
You
it
just
via
undo it the
server
way you
mute.
did it.
I unserver muted them. What are you?
Alrighty.
It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, do we want to do a second caller, Abe?
Well, yeah.
Alright, we
yeah,
have a
let me see.
volunteer.
We'll do
The next
okay.
person who did
We'll do
was-
three.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
Trelmunch
do
is the
three.
only
We'll
other
do
person
three.
who wasn't Dottie or Rue who reacted to my thing. So yeah, absolutely. All right,
What are you
Yeah, at
talking
least
about?
I
I haven't
unreacted.
unreacted.
Alright, I'm nice.
you're back. You're all right. You're on,
I am built of
Trelmunch.
kindness.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, thank you for calling in.
You said that too soon.
Oh, hold on. Having trouble with the push to talk too, I guess.
That's literally the problem. with the whole
Motherfucker!
radio. That's literally the one problem we have.
The darn push to talk button.
Push talk.
I
God.
found the push to talk needs
True
to
enemy
Yeah,
comedy
yeah.
radio.
Ah, there we go. Here we go.
How do we make it so they're not like on push to talk immediately?
That's just something that's like on everybody else. I think you can do that by yourself.
You have to find
Yeah,
out
really.
on settings and see what button you choose.
Honestly, I more just choose to just give them permissions in the voice chat.
That might be better,
on a
yeah.
temporary basis. Yeah, and then we'll just unleash the server mute if that's the case. What do you mean that might be bad? I'm a fucking expert in roles, you know.
You have
I used to
been
hand-
for
You
several
used to
servers
hand.
for
Oh, man.
several years.
Dude, in this one old server I'm in,
Okay.
just to fill in time. Oh wait, is someone able to speak?
Hi.
Sorry, I'll be fast. One thing
Okay,
I
excellent.
don't think we
You're
talked
real
about
quiet.
that I was thinking about was Danganronpa 1's chapter 4 and the split endings between Kyoko and Makoto.
Ooh,
That one stuck out to me.
very
When I was
sure.
in my first
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and when I was in my first
After school
I
special.
didn't play it. I watched it, but when I was in my first watch through, finally having a decision that had a split ending was really cool and
Yes.
really scary at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah,
So sad the
it's
other
been
games
amazing to
don't.
see them in the other game.
Like, you're
For sure,
right.
and I think that's partially because that was like one of the last remaining things that really kept from the original beta Danganronpa, Distrust, where you could have had multiple endings and multiple decision makings and
Yeah,
whatever.
multiple endings.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool to see, and to see that we saw that a little bit with that kind of twist in Danganronpa 1, and we didn't really get that much in the other game. Yeah, I agree with you. That was a very powerful set of executions.
Yeah, it was really cool. Especially since the person I played through happened to get both Kyoko and then Makoto. So
Oh,
after Makoto, after Kyoko's, I knew Makoto was
Yep.
gonna be fine.
so they did the wrong decision, quote
Yeah.
unquote, and then they got the gotcha.
Yeah, it was really chilling but really fun. Though I don't want to think about what happens after Kyoko's. And,
Oh man, to see go ahead.
No, it's
I was just gonna say, just to see the normally stoic Kyoko, to see the blue in her face and the realization that the block is coming down, I'm coming closer to it. It's gonna smash me. Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
chilling. It was so chilling and really just.
Especially since it really took a while until it actually got to her. And the thumps got louder and louder and louder. That's how you build suspense, and I really like that.
For sure. And then I guess you also got the fact of Monokuma is showing them on the classroom board is kind of just awkward while the execution's going on. Yeah,
he's giving him a sex ed lesson.
So it's like, I don't want to look forward. I don't want to look backward either.
I
The
just
options are bad.
I just come back and I hear something sex related. I'm like,
Sex education lesson.
what are we? What?
Yeah, Monokuma gives in one of them. It's not
Are you
even
sure?
in
I thought it
both.
was in
It's
both.
just one of them, and I forget which. It might have been Kirigiri's. Might have been. I don't know. I don't remember it being. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I
Thank
was
you.
sure
It
it was in
is just in
both.
Kirigiri's. I knew
Oh.
it. Brain smart. Brain
Let me.
smart.
I'm
I
gonna
say
double check
pointing at
that.
my collarbone.
I was sure. Let's see. So
I'm gonna
here's
double check
Makoto's.
In the nuts.
Okay, there's his face. Oh, is it not?
Because Kirigiri gets like this specific.
Oh
yeah.
no, Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Kirigiri
and
gets,
and
like, the
Makoto's is
specific
just
diagram
like
of a fucking, like,
it's just the
egg.
actual like the block coming down on. The, yeah, the schematics of the machine on
Schematics
the
of the
on the
machine.
chalkboard.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's kind of messed up actually. That that's only for Kyoko. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah. It's foreshadowing to.
Oh god.
It's foreshadowing to the bad
Oh,
ending. You see.
Yeah.
Oh no! Makoto had. Oh no! Makoto!
I like how in the bad ending, Coco just blows.
Oh, Makoto! What was Makoto's item that he got that he got to see the bath scene with? Because I know in DR2 it's the big nut. What's it? Yeah, that's right. It's the man's
fantasy.
yes, it's the man. It's the man's fantasy
Like a
magazine, in
magazine?
DR. He must have gotten that item, and that's why just before that trial, and that's why he had it on his mind. Oh my god! Oh, that's so messed up. Thank you, Danganronpa. Thank you, Kodak. You bastard. Yeah. Thanks, Kodak. Appreciate it.
So, Trollmunch, have you?
You're welcome.
Or is that both? That's your favorite, I think. Did you say you had a least favorite, or did I miss that?
It wasn't. I just wanted to bring it up.
No,
Sorry.
Okay,
that's good. That's good.
Okay,
Thank you for
that's
bringing that up.
fair.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. Okay.
Of course. Thank you for joining our call.
Oh no! We appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have enough time for another caller, or do we have another caller that was available?
I'd say so. Yeah. I'd say so. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have one
let's
more
ask.
color.
We'll do another post just in case. One more caller. Please speak up in the chat. Yeah, you forgot about me saying fuck. Probably have to censor
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Of course. But
We're gonna
we're gonna
have
have
naughty words in there.
fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun with that.
We're not gonna
That's
censor.
not
Why would we?
We're having fun.
We're not monetized or anything.
Why would we
but, like,
censor? We literally have
a lot
blooper
as it
videos
is.
that have you guys actively.
Oh, true.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Like,
we're not
why would we
monetized. So
any of
You guys
Yeah.
can't censor. You guys
You guys
can't
We could have like one video where it's just like we're censoring ourselves, and then we can have an unlisted video where we're not censoring ourselves. Twice as.
So why would we censor?
No, we only censor it when I
Oh,
say, when
you
we
know,
say
that'd be
fucking
funny, right?
character voice.
Do that.
All right. Well. Okay, that leaves us.
So I guess this one's for all of you in the tuning in. Let me just give a big old
I hope everybody had their headphones in for that.
All right. Well, now we're gonna.
This
do
is
we
a
have
no
any other-
swearing zone.
Do we
Oh,
have
God.
anyone else you want to do? I forget.
Oh,
Bro,
We have
Monokuma said the fuck word.
Atlin would like to also call in real
Swear
quick.
jar.
So
Swear jar.
Atlin,
Swear jar.
let's. Atlin
do
permissions.
we have one more caller?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have Atlin.
We have Atlin _.
Do we have one more call?
Danganronpa at the enemy. Yeah.
I did. That was actually the means through which I
Atlin,
watched.
you
I
should.
experienced
Oh,
Danganronpa.
you saw a gif of Junko in the anime.
Atlin, you.
No, I saw it up the game, but like that was.
Oh,
the
I
animation was
misunderstood.
how
I
consumed,
got.
like the entirety of the first game.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, because it was before the animation came out. I think.
Dakota is
Oh, no,
definitely
that's
the
not
English
true.
dub. Yeah,
You
that's
should be
very
able to
true.
speak now, Alan. Try unmuting for me.
Yeah,
It's like I think I watched the animation before I actually played the game, and so that's kind of already know how. That is the animation is actually how I started getting into Danganronpa in the first place.
Me
So,
too.
Yeah, it's a really good animation. Yeah.
There are lots of different ways people have gotten into the Danganronpa fandom. I am surprised at the amount of people who
Yes.
always surprises me.
Alan, you're on the air, buddy. I guess not. Okie dokie. I will tell you.
You should be able to have your mic come on.
I don't think Alan even knows that he's on call.
Yeah.
You reacted to the
Yeah. Might have just tricked ourselves.
Did we trick ourselves? This is true despair.
Great job. Great job.
We were going to have you call it Alan because we thought you had your...
Cut.
Thanks, Ed.
I can cut this.
Cool.
Alan,
There's two.
You reacted to the thing saying you want to talk, so now you are able to talk. You should be able to unmute.
Yeah, tell us about your favorite execution, your least favorite.
Talk about the opinions.
You're still suppressed. That's odd. Okay, how do I...
Still
David, can you take a look at it for me? Because I thought I did it, but it looks like I didn't.
Oh, no. Yeah, oh god, that's so weird. We gotta, like, undo the server mute and give them terms. So, maybe
that's
just
what
undo
I've been
server
doing,
mute.
but
And then redo it or something.
Okay, now
yeah,
you're up.
That's so fucking weird.
There you go.
That's
be
real fucking weird.
Rise up against oppression. There you go.
You are on the air. Also, yeah, check your voice settings for your push to talk button.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Help, please. Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. You having trouble with the push talk, too? Shoot.
Push talk sucks.
Go to your voice settings, and it should have a key that you should be able to press that says that allows you to, when you hold it down, allow you to talk.
Yeah. Voice and video, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be, I think, put it into voice activity. Yeah. That should be a lot easier.
Yeah, that's what I changed the perms to, is a voice activity.
Oh.
I'll get in there.
While we're working on that, I'm gonna have a cookie M&M.
Good take.
Oh, nice. All right, you can just try speaking now, because I've switched your permissions to just like voice activity.
That's a good M&M cookie.
No? Damn. What a fucking joke.
Okay. Well, if that's the case,
what a fucking
move on, then,
joke.
unfortunately.
It's alright, Atlin. We'll try again some other time.
Yeah, we're just gonna...
Hey, can I push to talk is such a pain in the ass. It's all good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we gotta find a way to just fix that and get rid of that, because that's pain.
Yeah.
Well, it is our pilot episode, so, you know, we're working out the kinks.
We'll work out kinks, yeah, there you
go. Okay.
Oh, wait, but you know what? Outland is gonna put it in the chat, so we can at least...
Yeah, please post it in chat, at least. We'll read it aloud for you.
Yep. And we can still discuss it and, you know, have opinions and such, and yeah.
Alan writes in via airmail. Via snail mail.
Now, here's the real question. Is it by owl? Crow? What bird are we using?
Oh, dude. Fucking
crows are awesome.
Crows are awesome.
Yes, on the internet? That's illegal! It absolutely is.
Ooh, pigeons are good too.
Mondo.
Least favorite is Mondo.
Implication, that's fair.
Yeah,
I still maintain Chunky Salsa would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have made more sense considering bones and such.
No,
Mondo
because
is
it's funny.
That too.
Mondo is the biker from Danganronpa 1, right?
Yeah, the
Yep.
bike guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With the big pompadour.
Yeah.
Ed.
Do we? I don't think Ed is in the chat right now. Uh
No, Ed's not even online.
Yeah, wait, who are you? Ed want Mondo Salsa? What are you talking about?
Different
Abe.
Different Ed.
Different Ed.
All right, that's fair. Your brother's also amused by the Mondo salsa.
Yeah. My least favorite is Mondo, mainly because of liquor amplification, because it went from living, breathing human to just butter.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, is
That's fair.
that actually how Mondo's execution works? Because I don't know. Because I remember,
Yeah, it just becomes butter.
Yeah, is that how it works?
No. If
Yeah.
I watched Weeby News's explanation video of it. Apparently,
Well, no, it's in reference to
right. But I'm saying like the scientific implications of it, like that would not actually be possible, considering what happened in his execution. Considering like how fast he was going through the cycle, like would he have been crushed? Yes. Into butter? No.
No. Okay.
It would have been more of a salsa. Yes. What do you mean Danganronpa doesn't follow science?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh my. Absolutely. Yeah. What?
You know, I just complain about the butter thing because I think salsa would have been
All right,
funnier.
well,
I just hated chapter 2 entirely, mainly because both of my favorite characters died in that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I remembered
me too.
I remembered like after that trial, I just did not play the first Danganronpa for like a month. I was like, nope,
Mhm.
I'm done.
Damn.
I'm done.
Yep. That's fair. Yeah.
All right, why don't we move on now to V3 then, and start coming to our sort of closing.
Yeah. Well, while you write up your favorite
Yeah.
execution for a second.
Yeah. So
Remember what executions were in the
Oh boy.
I have a least favorite.
yeah, okay. So why don't we just get started with that? Abe, how about you hit us with your favorite and least favorite?
Hit us up.
I fucking love Kurumi Tojo's execution.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yas Queen.
Yes.
Good ass trial. I love Hoshi. What a funny little man. May he rest in peace.
God rest his soul. God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, no, it was interesting seeing somebody try to like get out. It was interesting. I liked the tale of like the spider's web, the like Buddhist tale, I believe.
Yeah.
Of like somebody trying to escape from like hell or whatever.
And the fact that
But it's on like such a thin thread.
like, you know, that's referenced like on her freaking dress, like it was all planned. It's all planned.
That was really cool. They got rid of the monocub that's from Boston. I didn't care for him.
I agree.
Oh
As
God,
someone that
from-
lives near
from
Boston, yeah. He sucks.
So favorite, least favorite, yep.
That's my least favorite. That's my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say.
Least
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
is Gonta's.
Yeah.
It's so cluttered and busy, and none of it ties together well. And I don't like the monocubs all that much. So they get so much screen time in Gonta's execution that it just
Gonta's
just
was
fucks it up.
weird as hell. Especially for when they
Yeah.
killed off the last two monocubs. My God.
Oh, did I cut out? Damn. Kurumi's is my favorite, and Gonta's is my
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
On to Dante.
I'm gonna say that my favorite is God. I honestly kind of want to say it's Kaito's.
Oh yeah.
Really?
That's fair.
Really?
That's a strong one.
Because I think it's a better.
Also, sorry, James.
Because first off, it's all the problems that like I think Rue, you had said with Jin's execution from the first one, it's a callback to that, but it's done for a character that it makes sense for.
Okay.
So, like, there's that. And also the idea of Kaito going out not because of the execution and the execution failing, not because someone jumped in front of him like Bazooka or, reasons like that. Like, I like the fact that he goes out sort of on his own terms. He finally gets to see space. And then when he comes back, Monokuma is just so pissed off that he didn't even get to, like, relish in the moment.
He's fucking molding.
He is so angry about it.
Molding.
And I really like that. It's Kaito's final, as much as I personally don't love Kaito as a character. I do like the fact that his final, it's his final stand against Monokuma, and it's him going out with his own, choice. I do like that.
Okay.
He died of hypercancer in space.
Please
Oh
stop.
my god. Bring it all back. Bringing it all back.
Now to turn around, I also think at the same time, V3 has some of the most unpleasant executions to watch, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Because the other four...
Unpleasant how? Unpleasant how?
Both viscerally, like, they're difficult to sit through.
He doesn't like it.
I don't want to really watch the character go through this horrible, like, mauling or whatever that is they're going through. And also, on the other hand, some of it is just like, I don't like it. So, like, how, like I mentioned it, like, for Wild West Insecticide, which isn't my least favorite, but it's still, like, it would have actually been my favorite, personally, had it not been for the fact that the way that Gonta goes out is by a weird xenomorph-like bug monster that bursts out of a pregnant thing and then kills another thing before killing Gonta.
Digimon kills him, and then he gets incinerated.
And then the flamethrower.
And then the flamethrower. It's so weird and gross to look at, and I don't like it very much. Now, but if I really do want to say the one that is the most viscerally unpleasant for me, it is fucking Kurikyo's. I hate Kurikyo's so much.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. First off, the cultural melting pot, I get the joke, but in reality, the actual, like, as a joke, it makes sense, but the execution itself doesn't really relate to culture. He's just getting boiled alive. It don't really fit with any of his, like, anthropology sort of stuff. Like, yes, sure.
Well, I mean, there are some cultures that, boil people.
Yes.
Or have been reported to have done
Yes, but it just doesn't... either way. And that's not even the execution, though. The execution comes after that, because he dies, but then he goes on as a ghost, which, by the way, now that leads me to believe that has everyone in this series gone on as a ghost, and we just didn't see it?
Mondo the butter ghost. It's a butter miracle.
Did Gundam go on as a ghost with his prayer circle? Like, I don't...
No, he went to
hell.
hell. So he kind of...
Yeah, hell yeah.
So he goes on as a ghost.
This is Ghost in the Machine.
And I really don't I get that the whole thing is like, oh, he's finally reunited with his dead sister, which I hate that plot. I hate it so much. It's so just not necessary, but it's there.
It's like a dumb plot.
And I hate the fact that someone said that I was similar to him at one point. Like, they thought, like, oh,
they did?
What?
No!
They said without all the extra incest stuff. I'm like, that's literally most of his character. So,
that's
90% of his character.
So that's like, oh, cool. So when that's not the case, then I'm just an asshole. Is essentially.
Yeah. Thank you, Mickey. You're just like a weirdo dressed in a...
Well, yeah. So then he goes to the afterlife, which his sister is there, and then and then Monokuma's there, and then they throw a bunch of salt at him, like, aggressively. And yeah, I get that that's a whole thing to ward off ghosts, but, like, I don't like the fact that there's both him and his sister in, like, tastefully nude ghost form, and I don't like that. Like, it's just, it's like, because there's nothing really being shown. There's nothing, like, but it's still. Like, they're not wearing ghost clothes.
For you. It was kind of cringe for you, to say the least.
Yeah. So they just... And then he just gets... like, his soul gets destroyed, which, like, is cool. But I don't like that first...
He becomes Danny Phantom.
Died.
I don't like seeing for a moment that there is any semblance of him and his sister just looking at each other like that. It's so not something I want to sit down for. The only good part of the fact is that his fucking soul gets erased, and it's deserved. But
Can I also say how funny it is just to see like his sister being like so happy as she's throwing the salt at him?
Which like that leads me to question like is that actually his sister? Or is that a trap Monokuma made? Like what is it? I don't know.
It brings him the most despair. It's up to your interpretation.
Korkio's execution was soul destruction, and that should be the coolest one, but it ended up being just gross, and I didn't like it. Okay, I'm done ranting about weird, horny ghost stuff. All right,
the only thing I really liked about Korkio's execution was the music.
Welcome to Danganronpa.
Oh my god.
All right,
Dottie. But that execution
that brings us up to Dottie whenever you're ready.
What's your favorite?
I have to go with Kirumi's. Like, it's so brutal, but it's just so cool. Like the whole idea of it. And also going into the trial, I feel like her voice acting, Kara Buckland, just really
damn straight.
I can't really pinpoint like a least favorite, but yeah, I really like Kirumi's. They did a good job.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just from the beginning of watching like all people, signs with her, she's feeling all that stress and pressure, and she's like, she's got to get out of here, and she's running, and she's trying to get to escape, and then the escape is right there, but it's not. Oh, the despair. So good.
All right, what about
she hated being called mom.
What's your
duh. We know Kurumi gave off mom friend group vibes, but like she hated being called mom. We had a comic with that. Sorry, mom. Oh, that was a good comic, actually. I enjoyed that comic, Dub.
What's your least favorite?
It's been on my brain.
What's your least favorite then, Dottie?
I can't pinpoint like an exact least favorite. I didn't like Kaede's, not because of like the execution itself. It's because I liked her so much as a character. It just like hurt.
Yes, it was heartbreaking to see Kaede.
Yeah, especially since they did a thing where like you think Kaede is the main character and obviously like plot armor and stuff, right? But then she ended up actually being the Blackened. I'm like, holy crap! Like that was the first good Danganronpa. That was really good.
Good twist. I hate the twist though. Kaede should have been the protagonist. Like, oh my god.
Completely.
I don't like the fact that like
Sangria.
What's up?
Like how
Mickey in chat says this person in VC sounds like they befriend cats very quickly.
That should be a compliment, I think. So yeah.
I don't.
Is Mickey?
It is.
Honestly, I don't.
Funny.
Honestly, I don't like cats.
Cats.
I don't like cats at all. Don't like them. They can just screw off.
Dogs.
I was just gonna say, like, I think like the characters in V3 they depend so much on Shuichi that it feels like none of the trials can actually be done if Shuichi wasn't there. Like they rely so much just because the fact that he's like the ultimate detective. So, yeah. So in a way, I'm also sad.
You mean superior game? Yes, yes, Dante. Yes. Wait, where's the clap? Where's the clap emoji? There it is. Right. Clap. Fire.
You're gonna give Dante the clap. I can't believe it.
Thumbs up. Fire. Clap.
Okay, so Mabu, how about you then? What's your favorite and least favorite from V3?
Okay. Not gonna lie. I feel like while the executions were kind of extravagant in this game, I did not care for a lot of them. Mainly because two of them involved two of my favorite characters, so that's fun.
Sure.
So, and yep, and then, so I guess I'd say my favorite's probably Kurumi's, and then least favorite, I'll probably have to go with Kaede. It's like, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
I have nothing to say. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
A lot of it was already described and such. It's like, yeah.
All right. Rue. how
Okay.
about-
Okay. Time for some controversial opinion.
Oh
boy.
boy, here we
Oh
go.
boy, I'm ready to punch you.
All right. My favorite. Gontas. Wild West and
Why?
Sunshine.
What the fuck?
Why?
What?
Okay.
Wow.
No, all right. Hold on.
I told you.
Let him
You
explain.
actually
Let him
music's
meant
nice in it.
controversial.
No, he
I like the
can't.
music.
He doesn't get a chance.
Yeah,
He doesn't get a
let him
chance.
explain.
Okay,
All right.
so listen. I love Kurumis. I love Kaide's. Shinguji's. On some days I like it. On Gonta's though is so weird and so unexpected for his execution. Considering he's this Tarzan gentleman, bugman, whatever, and you get this Wild West theme for his execution, and you can give it a little bit of a stretch and say like something like, oh, Wild West gentleman, something, whatever, but no, it's just very weird and out of left field, and it's so weird that I love it. I also, but there is, some kind of irony to it because, Gonta has like such good relationships with bugs, and, the bugs that were attacking him were robot bugs, so there was no way he could have stopped this, even if, if they were bugs, they weren't really bots. So there's that despair and there's that confusion in his face. He's like, why are bugs attacking me? I'm so good with bugs. But he doesn't understand that. The AI computer version of him, whatever, doesn't understand that. Powerful in that regard, I think. It also kind of calls back to Leon a bit with like the damage on his face, and it starts out like not in a like death execution. Like there's the damage, there's the emotional that it takes, and then it kind of just comes all at once with that final big insect that just stabs him. And then Monokuma has to go over the top with the flamethrower. It's so over the top and stupid. I just love it. Like, could there have been a more ironic execution and more despairful execution for Gonta? Maybe. But it's very on the nose, Danganronpa, kind of weird, and I just love it. Oh my god. One of my favorite executions, honestly. Which sucks because I do really love Gonta as a character. But yeah. That's my hot take. That's my controversial opinion.
Yeah, it's still hot. I don't like it.
Least favorite, Kaito's.
What? Oh, no.
Damn,
from a story point,
actually wanting to start fights today.
Story points, it really makes sense because, it's basically one of the. I mean, technically, there's the other quote unquote executions that happen after, but really, that's the last execution of Danganronpa, Kaito's, and the fact that he goes out, as Dante said, on his own terms and doesn't really die from the execution, but from his own sickness, kind of provides hope, and is kind of backtracking and is kind of a good way to end the series, which is kind of bittersweet to me, which, in a story sense, it's great, but just looking at it and knowing that it's recycled and it's kind of a nostalgia off Kirigiri's and kind of a that, it just, I wish there was a different kind of execution for Kaito. I wish he was trying to climb up the spaceship or something, and then everyone's trying to get him down and tell him how he's not his dream doesn't matter. I thought that would have been more impactful, in my personal opinion. It's still impactful, his execution regardless, but out of all the V3 executions, it's my least favorite. So yeah, hot takes.
I have to challenge.
Who's going to be burned at the stake?
No, I have to challenge you on that one. You're talking about it's technically the last execution of Danganronpa, and that's what makes it significant. And then you're being That's just a recycle of Kirikiri's. Have you not heard of book ending, Rue? I'm turning it to Frieza.
You are into Frieza. And don't get me wrong, I get that. I get book ending. And it makes sense from a story point. But it just doesn't leave that same impact on me. You know? It just doesn't. It's good from a story point perspective, but I wanted there to be a little more shock value. And it just left me with kind of a hope feeling, which I didn't exactly want quite yet. I wanted the hopeful feeling to be at the very, very, which you kind of got with what Kibo did at the end. But I don't know. That's my hot take.
Probably expected Kaito to fucking die going through the earth.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it was a good thing that they had like hope, like not at the very end, because then after Kaito's execution, when they had hope and they were like working together and whatnot, and then they finally, get down to like the very final trial, and then at that point, their hope just came crashing down again, because they found hope, but then despair is always rearing its ugly head, and it just crushes it down again before they eventually find it again, or not. You want the ending of V3? Well, I don't even want to get into it. It was like it's neither hope nor despair, just bleh. So, but like, yeah, I do kind of like that. I do. For me, I like it, the fact that there was hope at that point and not at the very end, because despair again just crushes it back down. So I don't know.
Which, now that I think about it, considering that hope and despair weren't the main themes of V3, I guess kind of makes sense in a sense. Now that I look at it, but
also, yeah, consider.
There's also the fact that I just hate Kaito as a character.
Consider that, like, fucking, yeah, they're running out of ideas for executions. Like,
53 seasons of Danganronpa, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
is it a good execution? Yes. Is it my least favorite? Also.
To answer your question, Brandon, that take away the significance of Kibo being an explodey. Also, how do you recover from an explosion? Even as a robot?
You stack explosive resistance.
I don't think he had that function. Mew didn't give him that function.
Yeah, Mew wasn't expecting him to go to fucking blow himself up.
All right.
Not that he blow himself up anyway.
That leads us to
she was
Sangria,
expecting him to
so...
blow her up. You know
Sangria. Sangria. Anyway, what is your favorite and least favorite?
any other thoughts, Sangria, about favorite and
going to least favorite by far. I don't know what you are on about, Rue, but it was so
oh my god, straight for it.
Hearing you talk about Gota's execution made my head throb, and not in a good way.
Oh my god. If you'd gone on for like another
loser shit room. Jeez.
I would have broken my computer if I heard you talk for like another minute.
Yeah, if you'd gone on for another minute, you would have you would have hit Sangria with the fucking scanners tech.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, it was
my power level was too much for your scanner.
Gota's barely makes any sense. It was Western theme, which if you really stretch it out, yeah, sure, the whole gentleman thing, but like
it's busy.
Really a far stretch.
Right. No, that's the thing. It's not what it should be. It's not what it should be, and that's what makes it great.
And you don't like Kaito's?
You don't like Kaito's, yeah?
No, I like Kaito's. It's just my least favorite in V3.
Well, anyways,
V3 probably has the most consistent good executions.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Gota's the one where, for me, it was also like pretty similar to Leon's execution, where basically Gota also gets hit by a bunch of bugs and stuff, and like again, it was just so way too weird with the Monokub's like sub execution, and how that got involved with Gota's execution.
No one likes the Monokubs.
No one likes.
Not even I like the Monokubs, and I voiced most of them.
So yeah, it was just too left-sided. It was just like it didn't make a whole lot of sense. I like that Danganronpa has a lot of really outgoing things, but it needs to have some sort of structure, and Gota's barely had any. It did not make any sense. So yeah, and then favorite, I gotta give it to Kirumi. Kirumi Because I love the fact that it was so despair-inducing. They made it so clear. Even before the execution, there was this big moment where she was yelling, she was screaming out, she was trying to find a way to escape. Everyone.
Oh my
was cheering
gosh,
for her.
both the Japanese and the
God,
English voice.
And both the Japanese and English dub. Oh my goodness.
So good, so good.
So good. And then finally, she's like climbing. She's desperately trying to find a way out, and she's getting hurt by these thorns and all those chainsaws. And then she finally gets there, but it's not. And that was soul crushing. Soul crushing as we saw her fall.
Soul crushing, just like that Monokuma from Boston.
Yeah, the Monokuma getting crushed. That was the soul crushing part. But,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, screw Monokuma, but yeah, I think Kirumi gets like top spot pretty easily. Yeah.
All right.
He gave us a normal people opinion.
We had some hot takes. We had some cold takes. We had some takes.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah. So, do we have anything else we want to say for the night, or Abe? Do you think we're good to wrap up on our first episode?
How'd you guys feel about Chiaki's execution in the anime?
In the anime?
Oh yeah, the anime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprise! Pocket sand.
Brutal. Pocket sand.
Okay, so here's the thing: do people like the DR2 SDR2 execution more, or the DR3 execution more for Chiaki?
I don't even like Chiaki all that much.
What?
I agree with that, but I want to hear other people's opinions. Anybody have any thoughts?
I'm not much. I didn't really care for Chiaki that much in the anime, but I don't know. It still was kind of sad to see. It was still like a sad execution to see.
I've got to plan a date for. I hope this gets traction. The next episode is gonna be so fucking wild.
Oh gosh, I'm scared what the topic's gonna be.
You already know it's. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Don't say it.
I'll save it. I'll save it for after this discussion topic.
Sure.
I think for me, I think it's the anime one that is better for me. I think Chiaki just
really.
I think she just had a lot more. She had a lot more to lose. She had so much more to lose in that execution than the other one. Because the other one, she was more acceptant of the fact that she was an AI, that she was getting executed.
Acceptant. She was like one of the few people who actually was able to run away in her execution.
Well, yeah, but she still got.
She was in the labyrinth,
but she was still like
run away.
Yeah, but even before execution, more or less, she was like telling Hajime like, it's okay, you know the answer, say it. I'm the the hell is it called, the what's the word, mastermind. There you go. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
In a way, she was already. She tried to run away, but as a last ditch effort. But we saw that. Yeah, she was basically just accepting it. While as in the anime, when she was alive, she had so much more to lose. She was desperate to get the hell out of there. And then she just didn't. And then even her final moments with Hajime Super Saiyan form. What's his name?
Fucking Izuru Kamakura.
The gold.
Easy,
just his golden hair. That moment.
That moment, yeah. When she was with them.
Yeah, when he becomes Ishida.
Just one more round.
No, it's not. He's not Ishida. That's no. But that is a powerful moment because Hajime's eyes kind of have like that, have that circle with the cross through it. So it's like where it's like kind of saying like, oh, it's, and then the eyes like open, they change in that moment when he has that like kind of self-actualization and realization of like who he actually is. He is Hajime Hinata. He is not Izuru Kamakura. And he becomes who he is, and his eyes open, and it's like hair, and it's just it's such a powerful moment. I'm just gonna live for my future, for me and my friends. So, DR2 is better than DR1. I'm sorry. Also better than V3. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I like her execution in the anime. I do think it's interesting. But it is, and like when she's stabbed, and then like her interaction with Kamakura, it's heartbreaking. I will agree with that, but I still like her original execution in SDR2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's But I'm glad to hear your opinion that you like the other one a little bit more. It's good to hear different opinions. I like that we get to hear, because I don't hear that enough.
Good. Well, hopefully this goes well when we air this on YouTube.
Oh man, some people are gonna get upset.
I'm upset.
Especially
I'm gonna go into our comments and be upset.
I'm gonna be very angry.
I'll pin it, Abe. I'll pin it. Also, everybody can
Start an argument in Twitter comments.
Of your comments saying like, "Oh, fuck, Rue."
Yeah, I'm just gonna write Rue for all the time.
I want to see.
Everyone is gonna come after Rue for the Gonta explanation.
I want to see an entire YouTube comment thread about like you just arguing each other about this.
No, it's just the Voicing Harmony account.
I have so deal.
I'm not gonna use the Voicing Harmony account. I'll fight with my own.
Right. Are we all set here though?
So as one final announcement.
So yeah.
So if this does well, like if people like this, if people want more of this, I have an idea for the next episode. And
Ooh.
The idea is I'm gonna make a tier list. I'm gonna make a character tier list. That was actually the
Oh no.
Yeah, tier list. Tier list.
Oh, more controversial opinions.
Abe goes into the audience and just fist fights. There we go.
Yes.
Oh no.
I've gotten some peeks of it. I've made some stray comments, but yeah.
Oh boy.
I love that idea. I think
Monokup's all S tier. Oh no. No.
Oh no.
I hope not.
Spoilers, I'm sorry.
That's a little too hot of a take, I think.
I'm sorry. Not even a follow-up statement. That's it.
Yeah. Monokup's S plus tier.
Oh, that defeats the
the even better tier.
That
even
defeats
better
the purpose
tier.
of an S tier, and also having so many characters in the S tier defeats the purpose of an S tier. I'll throw this hot take in for free.
The S plus doesn't
Fighting
exist,
game
though.
players don't know how to make tier lists. I'm sorry.
So here's a quick question. Are we gonna have like a limit on like how many people can be in S tier?
Well, yeah, it's my tier
We'll work
list,
on that.
so I will. This is solely me.
Good to know. It's solely you. Okay. And we're just gonna have our opinions on
you
your
guys are gonna
opinions.
Fight me.
We can just yell at you the
I do
entire
have a
time.
plan for that. Don't worry.
Ready episode 2. Everybody fights Abe.
I do have a plan actually.
Because
the idea was that like anybody who'd be willing would just like submit their own. We'd take some like time to talk about like specific characters that like might have had some controversial placements or that they feel would be, and so like they'd get discussed.
But who's the real headmaster?
Me. I voiced the fucking bear.
Oh.
Are you sure about
I
that?
voiced the fucking bear.
Are you sure about
The
that?
fucking bear.
I voiced 4. Oh my god! I voiced 5 of the bears.
You couldn't count there for a second.
Forgot one.
Forgot one. Which bear was it? I don't know.
That's a mystery.
Which one was the least important bear? Find out next time.
That's our tease. Find out next time. But yeah, no, please. As a closing statement, I do want to thank you all for joining for this live recording. I was very nervous about the turnout. I didn't expect so many like cast and crew to join, on top of as many like actual members here. I really thought this would be a flop.
Yes, big thank you to Dottie and Mabu and Sangria for all joining us, since we originally thought it was just going to be
I thought it was just going to be Dante and I. But like it turned out like, oh yeah, Rue's off work today, so cool. I don't know if he'll be off work next time. I hope he is. But like, we'll have to figure that out.
We'll see what happens.
We'll have to plan that out with Dante.
Yeah,
no, I really do want to thank you all for your time.
Okay.
It does mean a lot for me.
Oh, don't worry. We'll make pings. We'll talk about it on our socials. We'll make sure next time we do this, people will know.
Yeah.
Hey.
With that out of the way, everyone say goodbye because I'm going to stop the
Can we
recording.
go from
in a
the bottom
second.
up?
All right. Sure.
Sure, Sangria, you say bye first.
Goodbye. Thank you guys for joining in, and I hope you guys will join us for the next one.
Bye bye. Hope you don't kill me with your.
I
Your
will
opinion.
fucking slaughter you in the comments.
We will all slaughter Rue right now.
Mabu.
It's all right, because I'm the ultimate survivor.
Yeah, Mabu,
damn.
We're going from the
you say
bottom.
bye. Say bye now.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Is that it?
You
No,
said
I
goodbye.
just didn't
Come on.
down to the end like that. No, yeah. Once again, thank you all for joining. I hope you have a lovely night. I hope to see you next time. Peace.